feeling like I'm Akademiks.
I think we should start with the Stefon Diggs topic. I've been having a good old time with it. This has been pretty hilarious to me. If you guys don't know, this is Stefon Diggs' chef. Her name is Mila. And apparently, I got to give Stefon Diggs some credit. This whole time I've been criticizing him, but I was unfamiliar with his game. People. Stefon Diggs basically employed all his hoes, was fucking every chick on his staff. This nigga was slaying cock on his entire staff, motherfucking record label, and the whole goddamn situation he had going on. Can't even lie to y'all, chat. All right? And you know why I have to respect it? Because when you got all your bitches on payroll, it ain't tricking. When you give them some fake titles and jobs, it ain't tricking. And when these bitches got to go file their 1099 at the end of the year to give back to Uncle Sam, you're doing the Lord's work. Salute to goddamn Stefon Diggs. I thought I was going to come in here and shame him. But I got to salute to that boy. Now, I call this from way back. A lot of people thought I was, some people feel like I have a pessimistic outlook on certain situations, or some people think it's just women in general. But nah, I'm usually calling it straight. You guys know. I said, listen, I read the story. Let me give you kind of the lowdown of why they're in court. This is a criminal case, actually. This is the state of Massachusetts versus Stefon Diggs. This case got filed after this woman here, who used to be a chef, but also his side ting, basically reported that she got abused and beat up by Stefon Diggs. Okay? She claimed she was physically assaulted. And this was after supposedly she wanted to go on some trip, or she was supposed to go on some trip. And basically there was another girl that Stefon Diggs was sleeping with, which is his assistant. So he's fucking the chef. He's fucking the assistant. He's fucking everybody who has a title around him. By the way, at this time, he was supposedly in a relationship with Cardi B. But come on now. Come on. That's Stefon Diggs, man. Okay, that's the Diggler. Okay. So this woman claims she got beat up by Stefon Diggs after kind of questioning that why rumors were spreading, because apparently the other woman that he was fucking was spreading rumors, and Stefon Diggs, in a fit of rage, brutally attacked her, and she went to the cops. Now, Stefon Diggs actually has a lot of a defense. He's saying, no, this is not true. This woman was a bit jealous. Also, she wanted more money. Keep in mind, this was a chef. This is the BBL Bandit chef, chat. We're going to show you what's going on. You know what I mean? You know that shiesty line? Be like, yo, my grandma told me cut the grass, whole time I'm the snake. Well, somebody must have told her to cook the food, whole time she's the meal. We're going to show you some pictures. But chat, she was getting paid $2,000 a week to be a live-in chef for Stefon Diggs while he played for the Patriots. So he lived in the Massachusetts area. She was allowed to live at his mansion, and she was cooking for him, and she was getting paid $2,000 a week. Okay, I think that's a pretty good gig. I don't know if anyone's chefs in here or have family that's chefs. You tell me if that's a decent or probably above average pay. I would probably think it's above average given the fact he's giving her a room and board. But whatever. So essentially, she's getting all this. And you know why I knew he was fucking her? This is before I seen a picture of her. The reason how I knew he was fucking her was when in the lawsuit or the complaint at first. And by the way, she was trying to get some money from him too, because she's claiming she wasn't paid. So she's claiming, she hasn't been compensated for all her time. I knew they were fucking because in the complaint, it said that Cardi B and Cardi B's family was going to come over for a holiday. It was like a holiday occasion. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or whatever. Now, if you're not fucking your chef and your chef has a room in your mansion, you have guests coming over for a holiday, your chef would stay to make sure she could cook for all the people there. But they knew this shit don't look right. They knew Stefon Diggs is slanging all type of cock on her. So you know what happened? She left the residence and stayed at a hotel or something like that. That was a big red flag. You know what it told me? She's a willing and participant a willing participant, willing and participating side chick. Side chicks move around when the main girl comes around. So when Cardi B was going to come around, bad enough, you're cooking for her man, fucking her man. It's time for you to move around because Cardi B's bringing the family. It's disrespectful for you to still be in the house walking around with that big old BBL, and we're going to show you a chat, while his real girlfriend and family are around. So that was my hint. I was like, oh, he's fucking her, right? We got all this confirmed. She took the stand today as the trial commenced in the strangulation case where she claims that, again, Stefon Diggs in a fit of rage attacked her, but specifically strangled her. Okay? Now, I'm going to play a little bit of her testimony, but it's very important to know, chat, most great men, their downfall is always related to that good old wet between a woman's legs. Stefon Diggs is no different. Now, he's not in the peak of his NFL career, but this is definitely casting a very bad shadow upon his NFL career. The NFL like when players are not caught in the news, especially revolving things of domestic violence in nature. In previous years, they've usually even suspended people until the conclusion, and that was one of the reasons why the Ray Rice thing was a big deal. They take these things seriously. So being involved in this nonsense is risking paychecks and risking millions of dollars. But nevertheless, a botched BBL, some mac and cheese, and some good old fellatio will make a nigga risk that $10 million contract he got for the year. Okay? It's just always been like that since the inception of time. Adam was chilling. God and him was cooling. And Eve said, yo, listen, you want this gushy? Let's eat that apple. And they did it. So this is always happening. So you shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, why am I saying that? We're finding out details here, and I'm hoping Cardi's not finding this out for the first time. Stefon Diggs had a nasty habit of having sex with women, then giving them a job. Which is, by the way, a very horrible thing. In business, not saying he's doing something wrong, but in business, because you kind of give someone a baked-in lawsuit whenever they want to file. He slept with this woman. He realized, she had them yams on her. And for whatever reason, he figured to make her the chef that she could make some yams in the kitchen. Very bad idea, but he did it nonetheless. After she's working there and he's fucking the shit out of her, donkey fucking her after the games, and, she's icing down his fucking, his ACL and all this bullshit. He's getting his thing sucked off, slobbered by Shorty. He hires someone else. And it's an assistant. And he start fucking her too. Okay? He start fucking her too. And by the way, I'm going to be honest with y'all, chat. This is very normal. Anytime you see two celebrities date, and I'm not, Cardi B's my friend. I'm trying to be very nice here too. Cardi B, niggas like Stefon Diggs, most niggas is just horny. So when you see two celebrities dating, and it's impossible for them to be in the same area at the same time, all the time. Stefon Diggs has to go on the road to go play football. Cardi B has to go on the road to go make music and perform. They probably see each other once a week. If you think that guy's being faithful, you're out of your mind. So I don't know if maybe Cardi B kind of knew it. All right, you know what? If he's only fucking the chef and the assistant, whatever. But he ends up so he gets another chick and he starts fucking the assistant. Now, here's the interesting part about it, and it tells you the very nature of women. Keep in mind, he has a very public girlfriend that's a superstar, Cardi B. By the way, I'm not too sure. This might be, I got to go back to the timeline. This might be around the time she got pregnant, but don't quote me on it. We could pull up the complaint in a second. However, despite Stefon Diggs having a public girlfriend, the chef, who was the first on the side chick roster, feels some type of superiority, at least in the house. So when the assistant comes in and the assistant's getting dicked down, there's animosity among the side chicks. The side chicks start to fight. That's where the rumors start. By the way, also very diabolical. I guess Cardi B didn't know because this woman befriended Cardi B. Apparently, she would try to have matching outfits with Cardi B and even wanted to go on this vacation to Miami to kind of hang in the circles of Cardi B. Despite the fact that every time she made that nigga an omelet, he was scrambling. So she was scrambling his eggs, okay? Basically. So she was fucking Cardi B's man while cooking for the dude and acting like she's friends with Cardi B. Very diabolical. The women like this are great actors, right? You know, deserve an Oscar or something like that. Maybe an Emmy. Anyway, let's kind of get to the beginning of the case. And by the way, today was the Met Gala. So Cardi B, who from what I know, I don't believe they're together. This is obviously the father of her child. I don't think they have bad blood with each other, but I don't know the current relationship status of them. So today, this is where we start with the testimony of the young lady. Here we go. They do opening statements, I believe, and she takes the stand now. Here we go.
This case, and I can tell you right now that will be to find Stefon Diggs. Now,
The Commonwealth call Mila Adams to the stand.
Okay, her name's Mila Adams, and chat, I want you to take note of that BBL. By the way, in case this video is not gonna do it justice. So the chef, her name is Mila. She's the first witness. She got to take the stand. She was outside the courtroom. Now she walks in, and I ain't gonna lie, chat. Here it go. Here it go. I don't know what's going on with the stream right now. Chat, did I lose you? I probably did lose you, right? Yo, what's going on with my stream tonight, man? Boy. Did I lose y'all? I probably did lose y'all, right? Fuck. Did I get disconnected? They said the BBL done froze the screen. Tuh. Anyway, she dressed kind of modest. She ain't put that aloe on, that pretty little things. She ain't, you know, she ain't put the Sheen special on. You know, she kind of came out really modest, like she's going to church. But I assure y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a better view of the BBL here, chat. This is her in her natural habitat. By the way, this is her after supposedly she was strangled. She was already popping that BBL. She was moving like Meg after she got shot. You know, they said Meg was damn near twerking down at the station. I don't know if that's true, but they were saying Meg was twerking like 15 minutes after the shots got off. We don't know, but they said Meg was still being able to throw that ass back in a circle. What they're saying about this woman, they're saying this is supposedly video of her after she got strangled. And y'all tell me if this looked like the body language of a strangulation victim, because she ready. Look like she's like, oh, I got a lawsuit. All right, that ass is poking. Oh, my God. Oh, my sweet Jesus. That ass is sitting. I wonder if when she's serving up the food, she bring the fucking tray on that ass. Look at that curvature. Damn. That ass is how you going to find. You find exactly what the square root of pi is. Holy. Anyway. That was her in her natural habitat, but she's toning it down for court. Look at her. Look at her. Come on now. Ooh, but y'all seen that right there, right? Y'all seen that little poke? I know y'all seen that. Oh my God. She turned the corner and the ass was like a periscope. It took two extra seconds. Right there. Hold on. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now, chat, y'all all know I'm not a fan of BBLs. I'm a natural type of guy. We like a natural, but I'm not going to lie. A BBL bandit cooking you up some meals, that might be the new meta. You know, chat, I've been one of those people that realized you could get the 2-for-1 special. You know, did I tell you I got the best massage ever in a strip club? Like, the best massage ever was not at like some spa. It was in a strip club. So you never know. The chick with the BBL, she might be able to be the best chef. So anyway, she takes the stand, and let's get into a little bit more of what's going on with her and Stefon Diggs. There's a lot to cover, but we'll get into the background now. Here we go.
Jamila, Jam, professional.
Okay.
Figures.
They didn't have the mic kind of like really up loud at first, but check this out.
And what sort of training did you take to become a chef?
I went to school for clinical psychology, so I have a degree.
Yeah, she went to school for supposedly clinical. Yeah, all right, man. Come on, man.
Get healthy, to eat better too.
So how does it, do you...
Okay, let's get to the pertinent questions.
Is that the sort of standard was... And how did you get paid?
Finance office would pay me. Master's lane.
Was it an apartment? Was it
Oh, it was a single family home's house.
And
Okay, so she's describing that she was living with. Am I muted? If I'm muted, please refresh. Hen Dog and Miles, refresh, or somebody tell me to refresh. If you're on YouTube, I think because like I cut out for a second, you might have to just refresh.
what floors was it?
Basement.
And
The kitchen was downstairs on the floor you come into the house on. So the first floor, I call it.
So she's describing that she lives with Stefon Diggs, okay?
where was it in the house?
It was up.
All right, they're talking about the house and the kitchen. I want to get to like pertinent stuff.
His friends.
Did he have other staff that lived there, or was it just...
No, I was just living there. He had
So only the chef lived there. No other staff lived at the house. That's not a red flag, and the chef has a fucking BBL. Come on, bro.
friends that basically lived there.
Okay. And while you were living there, was it a kind of regular schedule or thing? How did that work?
Yes, he gets a different schedule by the week, but it would change by the day sometimes. Sometimes he would have to go in later or earlier. So I will often ask at night what time you have to be at work, so I can have breakfast prepared for him to take to work.
Turning your attention now to November. Around November, did any sort of friction occur between members of his staff?
Yes.
And what was that?
I would friction.
You could barely hear, but just bear with me.
Friction to his friction.
Was there any sort of...
Beef.
Which was sent to his child's mother's friend, and
Okay, I know you could barely hear, so I'm gonna like translate a little bit of what she's saying. Essentially, of all the women that work for Stefon Diggs, he's fucking them all, right? Not only is he fucking them all, they happen to start, in trying to, women are trying to like angle their way in to be the woman closest to him. What they would do is snitch on the other women, be like, hey, because the baby mamas don't know that Stefon Diggs is fucking all these girls. So they would snitch on the other girl to get the other girl fired, because his girlfriend or maybe the baby mama could have some power to be like, yo, you're fucking the chef or you're fucking the assistant, fire them, right? So they would snitch on each other, but basically all of them were fucking Stefon Diggs.
his child's mother's friend, and this message was stating that I was telling his personal business of women that he was sleeping with that worked with us, that worked with me, and
So essentially, this whole case is about dick and pussy business. Stefon Diggs is in a criminal case because he was fucking all the women that work around him, and they start spreading rumors and start snitching on him to his baby mamas and girlfriend, and that started arguments that kind of spiraled into other stuff. And he, he was trying to be on his Blueface shit, but he started doing supposedly too much in trying to get them in line.
yeah.
And so-
As far as I can remember what that message said.
And
So-
how did this create friction within the people working for Mr. Diggs?
I was confronted by Mr. Diggs if I said these things.
So Stefon Diggs confronts her and says, yo, check this out. Somebody said that ass is how you find the square root of pi. No, that's a fact. Stefon Diggs confronts her and be like, yo, why are you snitching? So I got to explain the dynamic to y'all to make it all make sense. So I'm explaining the common sense stuff. She thinks she's the top side chick, right? She's living in the house. She thinks she's the top side chick, right? She knows that he has a real girlfriend, but she's cool with it. Why? Women know how to you know what she's probably thinking? Well, I'm getting paid $2,000 a week. My bills are taken care of. I get to live at the house. At this point, she's probably fucking Stefon Diggs more than his actual girlfriend or other women, because it's during the season, and if he's home, he's probably dealing with her more than often. So she's probably fucking him more than the main girl or baby mamas or other girls, right? She's getting paid. She's on payroll. So she's not tripping like that. However, Stefon Diggs, he got an insatiable appetite for sex. Like he's a sex addict, clearly. So he starts hiring other women. Hey, here's my assistant. But he's fucking the assistant too. So this girl who's like now, she's like the grandmother of the whole situation. She starts to, and I'm ad-libbing here, she probably starts to see her own mortality like, fuck. Now he's starting to fuck with the assistant a little bit more. So what she does is she starts to kind of like fuck up what he got going on by low-key snitching, right? So she holds it down for herself. Like, you know, she probably like, yo, you know, Steph, I ain't gonna tell Cardi B or nobody that like we fucking. But when he start fucking other girls, to get the other girls out of there, she start playing friends with his baby mamas or, you know, his girl, and tries to snitch on them. Stefon Diggs finds out and be like, yo, why you fucking on my game right now? Yo, I'm giving you money for a job. You live at my house. I fuck you from time to time. What more you want? Like, why are you fucking up my other pussy? And supposedly that's when Stefon Diggs snaps and strangles her. So that's the story.
But it had already been Mr. Diggs had a ongoing sexual relationship with Lindsay Bolin, and this
So the assistant name is like Lindsay Goldman or something.
person, she didn't like me, that fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned Lindsay.
So the new side chick, keep in mind, this is so ridiculous, right? The girlfriend basically has no idea that the side chicks are beefing, but the side chicks are jostling for position on who could stay in the house to fuck them. Who's going to be in-house pussy, literally.
Who's that person?
Lindsay Bolin, it works for Mr. Diggs.
And how? Like, what does she do?
I can't quite answer that. I just know he provides housing, pays her
she's
rent.
someone
I
who
don't
works
know.
for him.
Yeah, she works for him.
You see how she shades the other girl? Yeah, I don't know what that girl does.
And so you and Lindsay get into any sort of argument, you mean, or?
We got in an argument after Mr. Diggs confronted me. She sent me a message first, per his instruction, and called me a name, excuse my language, guys, a bitch, and she just went on and on and on in this message about me.
Objection, Your Honor. Maybe we heard it side by side.
Chat, y'all know I'm always right in these situations. I guarantee this is a situation. I'm telling you, this is how women are catty. I don't know her age, but she looks like a woman that's approaching 30 or might be in her 30s. I guarantee that Lindsay girl, the assistant, she's a mid-20s, a girl that's in her mid-20s, younger, hotter, and Stefon Diggs was probably working her out, which means fucking her more than he was fucking the old thing. You know what they say? Ain't nothing better than new pussy. So she's feeling some type of way. She starts up some rumors. Stefon Diggs finds out. The other chick, you know, she wants to be the closest thing to Stefon Diggs. And by the way, your chef is going to be pretty close to you. She got to know what you eat, what you like, how you like your food. But Stefon Diggs got another chick, another side chick, and she's feeling away. And then Stefon Diggs basically empowers the other side chick to go disrespect her, and they call her a bitch. And that's why she probably seen the writings on the wall. Okay? To give a better analogy, if anybody ever, sometimes when I go to the strip club, I like watching it. It's like a National Geographic, like, sightseeing experience. Because you see all of these things manifest there. You see the old chick in the club. They have, like, this, like, entitlement, but, like, they kind of hate on the new girl that is everyone's looking at like, who that? You could always see, and mostly that action is about their own self-survival. And that's why they're acting like that. Yeah, someone says she looked like she's in her 40s. Yes, Stefon Diggs got a new girl that he's probably punching dick in her stomach a little bit more frequent. She tries to fuck it up. Stefon Diggs caught it in the midst and said, what the fuck are you doing? I could imagine Stefon Diggs was probably highly perturbed. Why? Bitch, I'm giving you, I'm paying your bills. You're living with me. And you're still trying to fuck up the other pussy I get? The fuck you got going on, right? By the way, it's important for me to play the beginning when they first ask her, how do you know Stefon Diggs? And you're going to see her blush like she still wants to fuck the nigga now, okay?
And for your service. You are the only people.
And kind of very generally, what does a private chef do?
We provide food to them, kind of help you get better. Football players, basketball players, baseball players.
Here we go.
And are these professionals?
Very professional. If it's a full-time live-in, it can range from anywhere. Yes.
And how do you know him?
I've known Stefon Diggs.
Now, chat. 99% of communication is nonverbal. You got to read the body language. Let me tell you this. This is why when women finally come out with, their abuse story, sometimes, like, again, I'm not trying to disrespect victims, but it's because they got cut off. If they ain't get cut off, they won't mention no abuse. But when the money dries up and you want to cut them off, or you find a new young ting and they feel like, oh, wow, wait, you're leaving me high and dry. Well, fuck it. Let me tell people what you did to me. It happens all the time. Listen to this woman speak about her abuser, right? And just listen and watch her body language. And you just tell me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, post now, and you're in the comment section, tell me what her body language tells you when they ask her, so how do you know Mr. Diggs? Is her body language one of disgust? One of, oh, Stefon. She looks over to him, but watch her body language. Just comment whatever you think. And if you're in the chat right now, just comment what you think. Here we go.
To 10,000.
Turning your attention now to a Mr. Stefon Diggs. Do you know Mr. Stefon Diggs?
Yes.
And
She looks at him.
How do you know him?
I've known Stefon
Just keep watching.
Diggs for over 4.5 years.
And how'd you meet him?
We met in December 22 through an Instagram message. He first wanted me to cook for him.
And do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And could you identify him through, I see you're pointing at someone, but can you describe him just because we have to have everything on the record? You describe him either clothing he's wearing or hairstyle, anything like that?
A blue shirt and blue tie and blue suit.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant as Mr. Stefon Diggs?
It will reflect that identification of the defendant.
Thank you. Over those 4 or so years, how would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
This is it right here, chat. Only tell me what the body language is saying to you. How do you characterize your relationship with Mr. Stefon Diggs over the last 4 years?
I would say it's complicated.
It's complicated.
We had it started out as friends. We met Started out as friends.
Started off as close friends,
Became sexual.
turned into fuck buddies. She said it became sexual.
And we would meet up, hang out,
Meet up, fuck.
and
Bitch look like she reminiscing, huh? She reminiscing.
we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
So they used to meet up and fuck. So just think about this. She says she's a professional chef. Homie hits her up with this premise of, I want you to like cook for me. She doesn't immediately cook for him. They meet up, hang out, fuck, meet up, hang out, fuck, meet up, hang out, fuck. Months later, then he says, come cook. What type of job interview is that? She ain't touch a fucking skillet in months. All she was touching. Watch her body language, chat.
So February 2025, you and he talked about you working for him,
Yes.
and that's as a private chef.
Yes.
What were the sort of terms of your employment? Like you were you going to be living with him?
Yes.
And how many meals or what was it like working for him?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, yes. So as far as your employment goes, what were your duties working as a Mr. Diggs private chef?
My duties were to make all his meals, his snacks, basically get him healthy. That was the start of our initially hiring me. He was coming back. It was his comeback year. And I wanted to help him get healthy, you know, to eat better too.
So how does it, do you
Shorty was doing massage therapy, sexual therapy, and was supposedly his dietitian. Holy.
create a menu? Does he just tell you what he wants? Do you
I'm skilled with recovery, so I knew what it would take to get him, you know, help him get healthy and stay healthy, to help him change his diet. So it was more so like diet change would be the focus, and just overall help.
and did you would you cook just for him or for other people as well?
Yes, I will cook for whoever was in the house.
And I know you mentioned earlier your breakfast. Is that the sort of standard? Was it every day breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then?
Yes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
And how much did you get paid for this?
We agreed on $2,000 a week.
And how did you get paid?
Finance office would pay me.
She was getting paid $2,000 a week, and she lived with him.
So you said that you, while this was staying in his house, right?
Yes.
Where was this house?
7 Schoolmasters Lane,
In what town?
Dedham.
And could you describe this house? What was it?
Anyone from Denham, Massachusetts?
It was a single family home.
You mean by that?
Okay, all right, we kind of watched that already. They do a bunch of sidebars. By the way, that's Stefon Diggs if you don't know. They take an intermission and then they come back. And then they get into some more stuff. Here we go. And the audio gets better.
Around when this was?
And he explained why, and it was because of the situation with me and
That day, what were you doing that day?
I woke up.
So she's explaining what happened the day that he supposedly assaulted her.
In the morning, prepared breakfast. Mr. Diggs came downstairs. He asked me what was I doing for the week, and I asked him, "Oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel?" And he explained why, and it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin.
Okay. Now, I'm just giving you the common sense explanation of what's happening here, but you have to get the isms of what's really going on in Stefon Diggs' life. He's dishing out community dick to so many women that these women have entitlement. Remember, I told you she's the older woman that's in the house, and she's kind of watching him frolic with a new worker, and she knows the gig already because she's already getting paid and she lives there, so she's a employee and getting fucked. But she sees that he hires someone else, and that person's getting fucked. Probably younger, probably a little bit more attractive. She feels a little bit threatened. She starts kind of gossiping a little bit. Stefon Diggs, by the way, she's what most people call a bottom bitch, right? If you don't know that term, you could Google it. There's a lot of PUA niggas. They'll probably explain it better than me. Why do I call her a bottom bitch? She's holding it down for Stefon Diggs. She's not the main girl. She's a side chick. However, she's holding it down so good, you're going to hear her admit that she befriends his actual girl. So she knows her role and she's playing it. She befriends Cardi B. She becomes like Cardi B's friend, like best friend. Not really best friend, but like she's befriending Cardi B, that Cardi B could be unaware that she's actually putting a pussy on that nigga too. So she could tolerate the girlfriend, she just can't tolerate no new bitch. Now, beyond that, it gets to a point, and this is where I said entitlement comes in. She's the bottom bitch, but also she's the chick. She's a chick that now, because she's like kind of grandfathered into like this role, she probably knows the real him, that he fucks a lot of girls, but she probably thinks, it's not that serious. I'm the person living here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, women like this actually think she's more important, probably even more than Cardi B. She thinks she's a real girlfriend. She just doesn't have the title because she's not famous or whatever that the case is. Trust me. This girl thinks she's the main girl. Trust. Okay, so that's why she's getting jealous with everything. Now, let me tell you where entitlement comes in. Stefon Diggs is a football player. Stefon Diggs also is trying to have like this, kind of celebrity career because he's dating Cardi B. And he decides he's going to Florida. So they live in Massachusetts. He's going to Florida for Art Basel weekend. Most likely Cardi B is going to be there. Actually, she's going to say it. Cardi B is definitely going to be there. She feels entitled to come to Art Basel. And she's probably telling him like, yo, Cardi loves me. Like, yo, we're going to be good. Like, whenever Cardi's sleeping, we could probably sneak off and fuck or whatever. Like, she's trying to play the role. And Stefon Diggs shuts it down and says, you're not coming to Art Basel. Okay? And the reason why is nothing to do with Cardi B. It has to do with this other employee, the other young girl that probably, when I mean young girl, like younger than her, that he's fucking. And that's why she gets a little bit upset. But the mere fact that the chef feels entitled, like you're a chef, you're getting paid weekly no matter what. Why do you feel entitled to go to Art Basel? So you could tell when he tells her she's not going, she doesn't take that as I'm just an employee. She kind of takes that as, nigga, I'm your bitch. What you mean I'm not going? Listen to her.
And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole...
This is a devious bitch. You hear this? Me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, were going to have matching outfits. I was mad at him. In her mind, she has a relationship with Stefon Diggs too. Don't you realize? I was mad at him because me and him had a relationship of 4 years. A woman like this, she looks at even Cardi B to be like, yo, that nigga only knew you a year. I knew this nigga for 4 years.
Whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more of weeks ahead of time because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more upset with him not letting me know I wasn't going to come like at an earlier time.
And at some point during this day, were you alone in your bedroom?
Yes.
And do you know around when this was?
It was in the, like around 3 afternoon, 3-ish.
When you're in your bedroom by yourself, what, if anything, were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed. I had my laptop, Reading a cookbook, actually.
And
Cap.
were you communicating with any people at this point?
I received a text from Anna, was one of his friends.
Did you receive any text or send any text to Mr. Diggs?
No, the morning text. That was in the morning. We had went back and forth.
So you had some previous texts in the morning.
Yes.
So you're in the bedroom. What happens next?
I was in the bedroom. Mr. Diggs came into my room. I was laying across the bed. He came into my room.
When you were in the bedroom, was the door closed?
Yes, the door was closed.
So when he came in, did he open the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
Did he leave it open after him?
No, he closed the door behind him.
And you said you were on the bed.
Yes, I was laying across the bed.
About how far away were you from the door?
About 4 or 5 feet, something like that.
So he comes in, closes the door behind him. What happens next?
He asked me to come here. He walked across the room and leaned back on the dresser.
Okay, and just to give a kind of a sense, where's the dresser in the room in relation to the door and?
Across the room, alongside the bathroom door.
Okay, so about how far away from the front door is the dresser?
What, 8 feet? I don't know them. A nice amount of feet.
Okay, so some amount of distance from it. You said he leans against the dresser.
Yes,
Are you still on the bed at this point?
I'm still in bed at this point.
What happens?
He comes in. He looks very angry. He was upset from the text exchange we were having. And in that text exchange, he was calling me bitches, and he was just very upset.
But what happened in that room?
He came in and he with intent to hurt me.
No. What? Not his intent or anything. What actually happened?
He was leaning against the dresser. He asked me to get up to come here. I got up off the bed and I came across to him and I stood in front of him, I stood on the side of him because he was leaning back. I stood on the side of him and he was like, "What was all that shit you was talking?"
And then what happened?
And I was beginning to say, "You said," and I couldn't finish my statement and he smacked me.
So when you say he smacked you,
He smacked me with an open hand.
do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my face.
Do you know which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And I know you're putting your hand against your cheek. Is it your cheek that got
It
struck?
was my cheek that got hit.
About how far away from you were you from him when that happened?
I was at the end of the dresser.
And where was he?
He was on the, in front of me on the other side of the dresser.
So about how much space was in between you?
Maybe 3 feet, 4 feet.
So you said that he I want to use the word. Did you say smack or slap? I don't know what the word was.
Smack.
So he smacked you,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
I went to try to block him, push him like this, to stop him.
So again, I see you're pushing your hands out.
I pushed up. He's way taller than me. I pushed up for him
How
to
tall are you?
4'11", 5 feet.
And how tall is he? Do you know?
6 feet, 6'1".
So you said you pushed out and you made a motion with your hands. So does that mean you pushed with your hands
Yes,
around what, his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
up to block his hands.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then he Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
There we go. She's gonna channel that inner Meg the Stallion. The tears are gonna flow. It's gonna be beautiful. Gotta quiver the lips, baby. Yeah, she's trying to blink extra hard to get that extra tear out. Needs a tear. Need the tear for the jury.
Right. When I went up to push his hand, block him, block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with the grip of his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
So you said you pushed against him, and then he put his arm around your neck.
Yes,
Do you know? Were you facing away from him?
I was facing him.
You were facing him. He put his arm around your neck.
Yes, he like spun me around.
He spun you around.
You know, like he. I will have to show you more so than I can describe it.
Describe it as best you can.
I was standing in front of him. When he slapped me, I went to like try to hit him back like this. And then it was like he tackled me. Like got me to try to keep from pushing him or protecting myself. And he put his arm around my neck like this, and he was choking me.
So you ended up in a position where his like forearm or bicep was around your neck.
Yes.
And you said he choked you. What exactly did he put pressure on your neck?
Yes, he put pressure on me.
And were you able to breathe?
At first, and it kept getting tighter.
So were you able to breathe?
No.
About how long were you in this position?
I would say roughly I can't recall the amount of time. I just know it went from the edge where we were in front of the dresser to the side of the bed to him falling on top of me on the bed.
So about how far of a distance is that?
About maybe 4 or 5
Let's
feet.
speed this up a little bit.
5, 6 feet.
At some point, did he let you go?
Yeah, he let me go. When we got to the side of the bed, I was pushing back. I started to do a move that I saw off of social media. He said to me, that shit is not going to work.
So you said you tried to do
There
a
was a
move.
defensive move where you try to put your hands underneath the person that's trying to choke you. It's like something I saw on a women defensive page or something. And he said, that shit you see on Instagram is not going to work. And that's when he got tighter. Like, the more I was trying to put his hand, he got tighter.
And then what happened?
And then I was pushing back. And then he, like, fell down on top of me on the bed because I was on the side of the bed. And it was like, he was, like, letting me, like, I guess he was about to let me go. But as he was getting up, he, like, pulled my hair. And he was like, yeah, I thought so.
And then what happened?
He got up off of me, off the bed behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies. And he was like, so what are you doing? So what are you doing for the week? And I was like, I'm staying here. He said, I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone here. I was like, okay, so who's going to get my ticket? He said, who always gets your ticket? And that's it. He walked out of the room.
So from the moment he entered the room to the moment he left, about how much time went by?
My last text to Anna was probably like 3:30 something. I text Sunny at 4:11, so it was between that time because I didn't have plans. I didn't have money to go anywhere to travel, I know.
I know, but just the question was about how long time.
It was just in between that time. I can't say exactly.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to speed through this a bit.
Yes.
At some point, and I know this was a little bit before, maybe a little bit afterwards, but at some point were you talking to Mr. Diggs about money you felt he owed you?
Okay, so this is part of the story too. She felt that Stefon Diggs owed her money, and this is kind of after the strangulation. I guess they did continue to speak, but she felt Stefon Diggs owed her money.
It was past wages.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you first start? When did you first bring that up with him?
During the week of Art Basel. I want to say like maybe the 5th or 6th.
Of December?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, chat, remember I'm giving you the story that really makes sense. She's a petty bitch. She realized Stefon Diggs is choosing. He like the young ting. He's clearly fucking her more than he's fucking her. She thought she had her position locked because she's cool with Cardi B. Now Stefon Diggs say you can't go to Art Basel. Stefon, like, she tries to fuck up the new girl's position. Stefon Diggs goes in there, chokes her out real quick. Bitch, stop playing with me. You know what type of time I'm on. Schoolyard Crip. Stop motherfucking fucking up my other pussy. Now, she never mentioned that she was owed money before. Why? Remember, she said she had this relationship with him. You know, she clearly, you know, was acting like she's the boss or whatever. Like she had some type of rapport with him. Now she gets clearly rejected and she's seeing the writing on the wall. She finally asked him about the money that she claims she's owed. So she never asked him before, but right when he says she can't go to Art Basel and he supposedly has his altercation with her, now she's ready to talk about other money owed.
And so you felt that he owed you some money from wages that weren't paid. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't paid for the time of the month. Like I hadn't been paid for the weeks that I put in at that time.
And who did you talk to Mr. Diggs directly? Or did you talk to his finance people? Who did you talk to about this?
It was a chain of command. Like I would talk to his assistant. But his assistant was under investigation for stealing watches and money. So I don't know if my thing.
Ooh, yeah, no. She said some stuff that is clearly hearsay.
That portion of the answer will be stricken from the record, and the jurors will disregard it, give it no consideration during the court deliberation. Please answer the question asked. Next question.
Can't say that, you're going to prejudice the jury.
At some point, did someone from Mr. Diggs bring up the non-disclosure agreement?
Yes, Mr. Diggs likes to abuse people and try to hide his abuse.
That objection is sustained. That portion of the witness's answer will be stricken, and the jurors will disregard it during your deliberations. You are to give it no consideration and do not.
She's getting a little frustrated.
Next question.
At some point, were you given some information about a non-disclosure agreement by someone who worked for Mr. Diggs?
Yes,
And when was this?
a couple days after the assault.
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
At what?
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
When did you
I
get fired?
stopped working for Mr. Diggs until my last day in the house. I would say was the 16th. So yeah, some point.
So December 16th, okay. At some point, did you report any of this to the Dedham police?
Yes,
And when was that?
the Tuesday.
Do you know the actual day or just that it was a Tuesday?
I left on the 15th. I left his house on the 15th. I reported on the 16th.
Okay, so... And, did you call the police? Did you go there in person? How did that happen?
I went there in person.
And, what happened when you got there?
I was begging for my pay with Mr. Diggs, begging for days,
Objection, Your Honor.
and he refused to pay me.
Objection is sustained. That portion of the response will be stricken, and jurors will not consider your deliberation. Answer the question asked, please phrase the question again.
At some point, you arrived to the Dedham police station.
Yes,
Did you speak to an officer?
yes, I did.
And did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
I was very hesitant at first because of his fame and power. So yes, but I
Objection,
did.
Your Honor. Move to strike.
The objection is sustained. That comment by the witness will be stricken from the record, and the jurors are to disregard it and not consider it in their deliberation.
At some point, did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
Yes, I did.
And did at any point you provide to the Dedham police text messages?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach? Your Honor, may I approach this witness? approaching of what was previously marked as Exhibit 1, I'm placing something in front of you. If you could take a look at that, and when you're done looking at that, look back up at me. Do you recognize what that is?
Yes.
What is that?
It's the text message exchange between me and Mr. Diggs.
And is this the text message exchange that you provided to the Dedham police?
Yes. I deleted messages because making a report to the police in my previous abusive relationship, me.
Okay, so she's volunteering information that's not even being said or asked, actually. And when you're a witness, it's supposed to be asked and answered. You're not under oath. Just go on soliloquies. So she's trying to explain that she did delete some messages, and let me try to hear why she's saying she did it.
Stop. That part of the answer is stricken from the record. The jurors will disregard it. Now, please answer the question that is put to you. And if you don't understand it, you can have it restated for you. Counsel at sidebar.
Okay, let's take another sidebar.
Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Dedham police?
Because when I was abused in my previous relationship, when I would say things,
The objection is sustained.
he would.
The objection is sustained. There's no question there. Again, the jurors will disregard it. Sidebar.
Let's take another sidebar.
Jurors have exited. This court stands at a recess. Please wait in the hallway. Thank you.
They come back.
Yes.
So on the top page, there's a text that says pussy, right?
Yes,
And who sent that?
I did.
And how did Mr. Diggs respond?
Show me I'm pussy.
And how did you respond?
Will do.
And were those the last?
So they were arguing. And I guess she deleted the messages that made her, seem like she was challenging him or she was like popping her shit. So she called him pussy. He says, show me I'm pussy. And she says, I'll show you.
Last text messages sent before Mr. Diggs hit you?
Yes, I'm not mistaken.
Your Honor, may I approach one point?
Yes.
Bringing your attention now to what's marked Exhibit 4. Can you look through a few of these? And do you recognize what these are?
Yes,
And what are these?
these are messages that I sent him asking to be paid.
And do you know when around these were from?
It was a couple days after. They were at Basel. 12/5 it says. Yeah, I know. I was begging for my money for a while.
Just, I think, final question. When he was in the room, when he slapped you, when he put you in a headlock, was there anyone else in the room but you two?
Just us two.
And were there other people in the house?
Yes,
Do you know where they were in the house?
downstairs. I'm not mistaken.
And you said you went to New York. You met with Shy. Is it Shy?
Yeah,
How did you know Shy Charles?
she works for him.
Okay, so
She braids his hair.
and so, has she known you longer or him longer?
Him longer.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Now the defense attorney is their turn.
Day you've told the story. And that was to Officer Ellis of the Denham Police Department.
Objection.
I don't know what a criminal complaint is. I was making a report. I don't know. The police report. My most important thing was him assaulting me and choking me inside. So that was the most important thing that I put in the police report. I was very vague. I didn't feel the need that I had to go and explain the relationship.
When you were asked questions, you asked
So they're talking about why did she admit that they were fucking? Let me go back a bit.
Relationship, because I was ashamed.
on this date, the male that she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male.
I did
There's no
not.
question pending yet. Do you see that language?
Yeah.
Did you say that to Police Officer Ellis on December 16th?
Yes, I see it.
And that wasn't true, was it?
To my recollection, it was true. We did discuss money and payment.
Ms. Adams, you just testified under oath about what happened on December 2nd. according
Okay,
to
I
you.
also didn't put in a police report our sexual relationship because I was ashamed. The police report got leaked. I didn't put a lot of things. The most important thing was the attack in the police report.
So she admits that she didn't want to put anything that could link her having sex with Stefon Diggs because she was worried about it being leaked.
Reporting anything outside of why he got upset, I didn't feel the need to put it. I was scared of how it was received by the public. He's in a very public relationship with Cardi B. So I did not put a lot of things in the police report. My most important thing was him assaulting me and choking me inside. So that was the most important thing that I put in the police report. I was very vague. I didn't feel the need that I had to go and explain the relationship.
When you were asked questions, you actually gave
I
false
didn't
answers.
feel-
You must wait until I finish the question.
Wait until counsel has finished the question. Answer it. If you don't understand it,
Because you didn't feel it was important. When you were asked questions about what happened on December 2nd, you lied.
It did not change what happened on December 2nd.
I'm
It
gonna
did
try
not
my
change what happened on December 2nd. He choked and slapped me.
Ms. Adams, I'm going to try my question again. Because you didn't think it was important.
She's
When you
emotional.
asked the questions of Dedham Police Officer Ellis on December 16th, you lied.
I did not lie. I just did not expand on detail on the relationship I had with Mr. Diggs. I didn't feel that that was important. The sexual relationship, I didn't feel like that was important. I didn't feel it was important that he was upset because I told him I was not in love with him like those other women. I was ashamed of being with him. I didn't feel the need to explain that to the police officer.
Ms. Adams, please answer the question. Counsel can then ask you the next question. All right.
Under oath, on December 2nd, when you claim Mr. Diggs walked into your room, you had not been having a text exchange fight over money.
The
True?
last text exchange fight was over money. The last text exchange was me saying, you need to pay me out for the rest of the season. I'm out of your life. Give me the money for my business.
Ah, y'all see that, chat? Typical female behavior. So she realized, you see, she's not acting like an employee, chat. She's acting like an entitled brat. She's acting like a girl who's been on the roster for mad long and she feels like she's getting treated like the new bitch. Okay? It's like the veteran on the team getting treated like the rookie. You heard what she said? Because she couldn't go to Art Basel to wear matching outfits with Cardi B, she gets mad at Stefon Diggs and she said, you know what? You're playing with me. You bringing this new bitch over there. You could have told me I'm not going. You're playing around. This isn't how an employee talks. This is an entitled side bitch talking. So she says, you know what? You gonna keep treating me like that? Just pay me out for the season. I'm leaving. I'll get out of your life. You can fuck these other bitches. That's how the argument goes, chat. You can fuck all these other chat. I know bitches like this. Bitch sent me a text just like this. I ain't gonna lie, not too long ago. Yeah, you can have all these rest of these hoes. I'm out. I try to point to the door. She doubled back. I ain't gonna cap with you. This was a stunt. This is a stunt, chat. I know one of them ones. This is a stunt. This is a stunt acting like she leaving. Right? She acting like she leaving. Come on, man. Come on, man. So she said, just pay me out for the season. You want to fuck these other bitches, entertain all these bitches, bring them on trips when I used to go on trips. Fuck it. Pay me my money and I'm out of here. So basically, she was asking to get paid for work she ain't even do yet.
Business in that order. That was the last text exchange. His response to me.
Well, ma'am, before we get to his response, why don't we get
You
to
will
what
be
you
paying
were
me out for
responding
the
to?
season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasted my, excuse my language, fucking time being here because you have a, excuse my language again, fucking circus going on.
I told you, it's Blueface shit. I told you. Stefon Diggs was running a Blueface type operation, chat. It's a circus. This is the Ringling Brothers and Barlin and Bailey shit going on. Yo, you see the polar bear juggling the shit over the head? Yo, everybody getting fucked. Yeah. Yo, chat. As much as they try to shame Blueface, come on, man. Real recognize real, man. Stefon Diggs the same like Blueface, bro. The same like Blueface. The only thing is, I don't think Stefon Diggs could disrespect Cardi B though. Cardi B's a brim. Cardi B ain't taking that shit. Fuck out of here. I think honestly, Cardi B didn't know. Cardi B just got out of a situation with Offset. She wanted to have some fun. She was a little bit vulnerable. She was also, she loves hard. I don't think she was on this nigga's ass. This is my personal opinion. I think she probably gets with him and probably, she's probably not, like, Cardi B don't strike me as a chick who, like, she's like hella pressed to make sure you're not doing nothing. She probably be on some like, yo, I'm that bitch. If you gonna cheat on me, you dumb. Fuck out of here, So I think Cardi B probably ain't know about none of this shit. But you know who knows? The chef knows. The chef, this is also the side bitch fallacy. Hey, side bitches. Hey, all y'all come, huddle up. Huddle up. Big Act got something to tell y'all, okay? Meg the Stallion, you pull up too, because you was never a main chick. You was a side, acting like a main. So you could come for this TED Talk too. I know in y'all mind, when y'all are like, all right, this nigga got not one bitch, not two bitch, he got three bitches. You think once he hit a certain number, he's gonna just stop and he's only gonna mess with y'all three? Listen, he could always add it. Listen, there ain't no cap to the roster, bro. There ain't no cap to the roster. All right? He could add a fourth bitch, a fifth bitch, a sixth bitch, a seventh bitch. He has an unlimited roster. So what this chick is realizing, she is calling it a circus because even though she's acknowledging that she's a side chick, she's probably thinking, all right, maybe he wants to fuck a random girl here or there, but he's not going to keep adding bitches onto the roster. Yes, he is. What the fuck is you talking about? Duh. Yo, I'm pretty sure he was fucking the maid. He's clearly fucking the assistant. He fucking the chef. He probably, even though he a football player, that nigga probably fucking the goddamn secretary. He ain't got even no position for a secretary to play. My boy was adding all type of positions at his corporation. I gotta respect it. So she's over here acting, she's now calling it a circus when she's the main clown. You're the main clown. You're the main clown. How she gonna criticize the circus when you the main one that's doing this shit behind Cardi B's back? Cardi B probably, do her thing with Stefon Diggs. She got to go out of town. You slurping them up. You the biggest clown in the circus.
Life, I am ruining that bitch life.
All right, Ms. Adams, you're going to listen to counsel's question. You're going to answer that question, and then you're going to wait for the next question. This is not an opportunity for you just to say whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
All right? It is to be responsive to the question presented.
Okay.
Next question, counsel.
Thank you, Anna. That response that you just read, that was actually a response to something Steph wrote to you, right?
That was a text exchange over
Yes or
money.
no question, ma'am.
What was your question?
What you just read into the record, that was a response to a text message that Steph sent to you, correct?
Yes.
And in that request, in that message that Steph sent to you, you understood you were getting fired, right?
No.
What Steph wrote to you is, "I'ma leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me for this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got to this, but oh well." Right?
Yes.
And you understood when you received that he was telling you you were not going to be cooking for him anymore.
No.
You didn't understand that.
No.
And that's why you responded with, "You will be paying me out this season and the money you owe me."
No.
Because you knew you were.
You see? She's trying to say no because, chat, she was trying to do a side chick move. Oh, I really wasn't quitting or I wasn't getting fired. I was just mad. No. He was trying to say your services are no longer needed. You were saying or trying to leverage by, all right, well, pay me for the rest of the season. That seems like it was the end or the termination of your employment. That's what's happening. She's denying it, though.
About to lose your job, right?
I was not about to lose my job.
You didn't understand, "I'ma leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got like this," as a sign that you were about to lose your job?
No.
Delusional.
In any event, you didn't tell Officer Ellis on December 16th when you reported this assault any of that, right?
The last text message was about money. The last back and forth text messages was about money. Money he owed me for not finishing out the contract, and money he owed me that he said that he would invest in my business.
So
I took a lower pay because Stefon agreed
Your Honor, may I have
that
witness instruction?
I would have chance to work on my business by working with.
Ah, you hear this, chat? So she's getting paid $100,000 a year. She calls that a lower pay that she took. She's living at his house, lower pay. And she says that, well, I was owed more money than just work. Stefon Diggs said he was going to invest in my business.
Ms. Adams, there's no question in front of you right now. And again, to answer the questions put to you is not an opportunity for you just to end with your score.
You told other falsehoods to Officer Ellis, didn't you?
No. Not to my knowledge.
You told Officer Ellis that you had injuries from this alleged assault, right?
I told him I had bruising, meaning redness, and soreness on my throat.
You told him you had bruising on your neck, right?
It was like red. It wasn't like purple bruises. On the incident report, pull that up.
You didn't have any injuries when you walked into the police office on December 16th, did you?
No, because that happened on December 2nd.
Right. So any injuries that you would have had, you had a reason for why they weren't there, right?
It happened and faded. The fading went away the night.
Right. And did you take any pictures of your injuries?
I was in shock. The first thing was not to take pictures. It was to get it together.
I thought you just testified under oath that you had just received a text message from a woman named Anna. That's Anna Kokolis, right?
You're in the wrong timeline.
You didn't just testify under
You're on
oath.
the wrong
ma'am?
timeline.
You didn't just testify under oath.
You got to answer the question.
That you were sitting on your bed, reading a cookbook, got a text message from Anna, and Mr. Diggs walked into your room?
Miss Diggs walked in minutes after I texted him. That's how I based the time on what time he walked in the room.
Okay. So you had a phone in your hand when he walked in the room?
My phone was on the bed. I was reading a book. I wasn't texting her in the moment of Mr. Diggs walking in the room.
No. Okay. But you had a phone right there in your room?
Yes.
It's an iPhone.
Yes.
And it's got a camera on it.
Yes.
And you can take videos with it.
Yes.
And you do take videos with it.
Yes.
You take pictures with it.
Yes.
You take pictures of yourself with it.
Yes.
A lot?
Not often.
Not often. You have social media account for your business, don't you?
Yes.
Do you post things on your social media account?
I'm not as active as I should be.
You don't use your iPhone to take videos or pictures for that?
I'm not a very active person on social media.
I see. But you certainly had a phone in your room when you claim you were violently assaulted and injured, right?
That has nothing to do or justify the reason I was attacked.
Say yes or no question, ma'am.
Yes, I had a phone.
Defense attorney kind of cooking her now.
Pictures of your face or your neck or
That
your
has
chest?
nothing to do.
I need to finish my question.
Okay.
You took no pictures of your face on December 2nd, did you?
No.
No pictures of your neck on December 2nd, right?
No.
No pictures of your chest on December 2nd?
No.
You said Mr. Diggs hit you across the face. Did you have any marks on your face?
No.
You understand Mr. Diggs is a professional football player, right?
Yes.
He's an elite athlete.
I don't know. He's an athlete.
You don't know that he's an elite athlete?
I guess.
Okay.
You call him that.
And you
Sneak dissing. Y'all don't know about elite. I don't know that nigga elite no more. I don't know that nigga elite. He ain't really do nothing in the Super Bowl. That boy not elite.
testified he slapped you across your face
Yes.
and you had no marks from it.
I was red. I was red. I'm lighter complexion.
Bruises, they get worse over time. Do you agree with me?
By the way, chat, this is why you have a female lawyer doing the cross-examination, because only a woman could say to her, so you got slapped and you ain't got no bruise. If a guy says that, it doesn't hit the same. So there's a woman, the woman is being a little bit, and by the way, they did a strategy during the Diddy trial too. When they wanted to get, whether it was, I forgot the name. They used one with Cassie. No, actually, they used a nice girl with Cassie. Actually, no. They use, what's the lady name they used with Cassie? They started getting Cassie's ass, but they used the women to do most of the dirty work. The women did the assassin work.
It was redness. It wasn't bruises.
Oh, hang on. There's an objection. Okay, go on the objection. That is overruled. You may answer the question.
I have redness, Mark. Like, I'm light skinned. I turn red when
You also get bruises, don't you?
if I hit something hard. Yeah.
Right. And bruises get worse over time, right?
Okay. I'm not
Do
sure.
they?
I'm not sure. I don't get bruises a lot. I don't recall.
Do you recall telling Officer Ellis you were bruised on December 2nd?
My idea of bruising is soreness, hurting. I was red. It was redness. My face was red and on my chest was red. I didn't turn purple or pink or anything like that. I didn't. It was redness.
Because you didn't have any injuries when you walked into the police station on December 16th, Officer Ellis actually sent you a form to fill out to describe the injuries that you said you had on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
And you filled out that form, right?
Yes.
And you didn't do it on December 16th, did you?
No.
He actually emailed it to you, and you took 2 days, and then you emailed it back. True?
Yes.
Okay. And on that form, you put that your chest and throat were very sore for days after, right?
Yes.
And you put that you had redness, tenderness, pain, and bruising on your neck, right?
Like I said, bruising for me is redness. It was sore. It was redness.
Well, you filled out.
Faded away and literally like maybe by the next day, if earlier than that.
Ms. Adams, when did you learn that the defense had provided videos of you to the Commonwealth?
Maybe yesterday or Friday, I think. Sometime last week when I spoke with Drew.
Okay. So what happened is that Stefon Diggs looked at his security footage because you know what probably happened? Remember this, it's kind of shaping up like this woman feels a way that Stefon Diggs is actively cutting her out of his life. He's fucking a new coworker or employee. He's going on trips, and the trips she used to go on, she's getting cut out of that. She gets mad. Yo, just, you know what? Fuck it. Just pay me just pay me for the rest of the season. I could see you on some bullshit. You got a fucking circus up in here. You not even fucking with me like how you used to fuck with me no more. You used to give me that long dick pause. You ain't doing it no more. So fuck it. Just give me my money. Stefon Diggs said, it's all good. Thank you for working for me. You gonna be all right. She kind of getting her feelings. Supposedly, they said it was an altercation. She claims that he choked her. She goes to the cops. Now, this is why it's a little bit, it's a little bit getting iffy if I'm on the jury. She goes to the cops. She has to fill out some paperwork. She doesn't fill it out till 2 days after. Remember, she is doing all this, and it feels like an insurance plan, but she never took pictures. So it actually seems like maybe she took pictures, but they weren't that bad, right? Now, what happens is that look like the police somehow notify Stefon Diggs that, hey, listen, someone has made a report. And what they do at some point is turn over some surveillance footage that showcases the woman when she gets back to the house. So I'm guessing Stefon Diggs doesn't know she made a report. But when he finds out later, he looks back at the security footage and be like, look, when she came back to the house after she made the report, she's dancing. You're going to see that video in a bit.
So last Thursday, you met with Mr. Virtue to prepare for your testimony, right?
Yes.
And you met with your lawyer as well, right?
Yes.
Your lawyer is representing you in an effort to get money from Mr. Diggs, true?
My lawyer's representing me in my workers' comp claim, the injuries that I received on the job that Mr. Diggs refused to pay for. That's what my lawyer is representing me for.
Are you sure about that, ma'am?
She is my workers. I got my lawyer from workers' comp.
We'll come back to that. Let's see with the form. You told Officer Ellis on December 18th, so now 16 days after you say you were assaulted, that you had redness, bruising, and soreness on your chest, right?
I told him that, or I wrote that.
Well, you wrote it in a form. You took your time and you chose which
I checked the
answers
marks,
to give,
yes.
right? Okay. And you told him...
I think it's my ISP, honestly. It's not Kick. It's not YouTube. I think it's my ISP. And no, I'm not on Wi-Fi. It's back now. Tell everyone to refresh. If you're on YouTube, you got to refresh. You might lose sound if the video comes back and you don't hear the sound. So refresh.
That's the form that you filled out over a course of 2 days and sent back to Officer Ellis, true?
Yes.
And if you look right in under the heading method and or manner of strangulation suffocation, right in the maybe top third of that page. You see that?
Yes.
Question number 2. How was the victim strangled? Check all that apply. See that?
Forearm, right hand.
You told him you were strangled with his right hand, true?
With forearm, right hand. That is what's checked.
Okay, but you just testified under oath it was only his forearm.
This is the right side. I'm little. Everything went across my neck.
So
that is what I meant by forearm, right hand was his whole right side. Right hand was the smack, and forearm was the choke. How was the victim strangled? That was, right hand meant smack, but his whole right arm was across my chest.
You also estimated the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation. Do you remember doing that?
Yes. I peed myself, and I came back on my cycle really heavily.
So that was a yes or no questionnaire?
Hard.
You gave it a yes. You remember doing that, right?
Yes.
And you had a choice. Low is a 1 and 10 is a high. See that?
Yes.
What'd you pick?
10.
10.
Yes.
You said Mr. Diggs is 6 feet tall. He's actually 6'2", right?
I don't know.
You don't know how tall he is? You've known him for 4.5 years.
I don't know. He's taller than me. Way taller than me.
Okay. And you know he lifts weights every day, right? He takes hits from 300-pound men, right? For his job. True?
I guess.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know what his role is. And I thought he ran the ball. I don't know people. I'm not sure what he does.
How many games that Steph Diggs has played in have you attended?
I don't know football. I don't watch it to know what's what. I've attended a couple games.
The question was, how many of Stefon Diggs' games have you gone to and watched?
Gone to, maybe 4.
And you don't know that he gets tackled in that game?
I don't watch it, honestly. I'm just there for the vibes. I don't really know what be going on in football. I don't know the rules.
I think you will agree with me, that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force on your neck,
It was 10 for me. For my little body and what I couldn't breathe, it was a 10 for me.
the question was, estimate the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation?
It felt a 10 to me. I could not breathe.
So you chose to answer a different question than the one you were asked.
This questionnaire is about me. Why wouldn't I answer it about me? This is not a questionnaire that's a united, I don't know how to say it, a global, this is about me. This is what happened to me.
Okay. But you will agree with me, hypothetically speaking, if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 strength to choke someone, anyone, that person would have bruises on their neck.
I would not agree.
Sustained. Objection.
You will agree that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force to choke you, you would have bruises on your neck.
Check.
See, I'm a little frustrated.
Now, you went to New York, you said, on the evening of December 2nd, true?
True.
And you stayed there until December 9th.
Yes.
You had your phone with you all week.
Yes.
You took messages, you sent text messages.
Yes.
We know that because that's when you started talking about your money, right?
I did what?
You
I
testified.
asked for my money. I didn't talk about money.
Oh,
I asked for him to have finance sign off to pay me.
My mistake.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll get to
Spicy.
money, too.
No.
Did you know you were being recorded on December 3rd?
No.
You know now you were recorded, correct?
Yes.
And you've seen the videos that came from Shai's dash cam in her car, true?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen them yet?
No.
Your Honor, permission to publish Exhibit 5, I understand it's already in evidence.
here we go.
And I believe those of you. Can I stop recording, Shota? Can we just stop recording, Shota? I don't know, Ms. Adams, were you able to see that person in that video? If not, we can play the whole thing. Okay.
Looks like it's her, but she's laughing.
So while this is playing, Ms. Adams, do you recognize that person on the video as you?
Yes.
And you're sitting in the front seat of Shai's car?
Yes.
And this is you when you were just after you were picked up from LaGuardia Airport on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
Was there someone else in the car to your memory?
No.
I'm sorry?
No, not when she picked me up.
Okay. Did Tali Moses also get picked up from LaGuardia just after you?
No, she got picked up at my boyfriend's house in Queens.
Okay. But she was eventually in that car with you. So Shai was driving the car, is that right?
Yes.
And then you're in the front passenger seat as we see you?
Yes.
And then did Tali sit in the back behind you?
Behind Shy.
I'm sorry?
Behind
Shai? Okay. And this was all on December 2nd?
Yes.
And this is the day you say you were violently assaulted?
Yes, that doesn't justify or prove that I wasn't assaulted because I learned how to save face.
All right.
For clarification.
And this is the next day, right? It's December 3rd.
Damn, she looked chopped.
And then 03, you taken of you by Tali while you were in New York, right? We're 6.
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Thank you.
Just no objection after the record.
And Ms. Adams, did you recognize the person on that video?
Yes.
Who is that?
Me.
And that's in Shai's bedroom, right?
Yes.
Where you and Tali and Shai spent the entire week, right?
Majority Tali would sleep on the couch some days.
I'm sorry?
Tali would sleep on the couch some days.
Okay. But in that video, that was Tali was videoing you, right?
Okay. I don't recall that.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, but we were up there.
Okay. Mr. Kettlewell, and Your Honor, I would move in exhibit
Okay, here we go.
Ms. Adams, that was you on that video, correct?
Yes.
And Your Honor, I would move in stills as Exhibit 9 and 10. Those are stills from Exhibit 8.
No objection.
Okay, so they show her dancing after the thing.
On December 6, 2025.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I am second video of Exhibit 8.
No.
I think we can put the lights back on. From my
I'm not sure the day he got back. I got back on the night.
7, correct?
Realized that he was there. To ask for my pay, yes.
Can you turn to
All right, I think we're at the point of no return. Yeah, pretty much. You know, a lot of her contradictions kind of came out on cross-examination. This is going to be, you know, I don't think they're going to convict this guy unanimously. I think he's probably going to get off, and it's because she doesn't have a great reputation based on the story she's telling. She deleted messages. She's claiming that she was trying to protect the privacy to make sure people don't find out about, like, you know, her cheating with Stefon Diggs on Cardi B. Yet she like omits certain stuff and she puts it's a mess, chat. It's a mess. Okay.